A new report from CBC's The Fifth Estate uncovered a data breach of the BC government's Interior Health Authority, where thousands of employees' personal information, including social insurance numbers, had been leaked. Some of the stolen identities have reportedly been used to obtain bogus CRA refunds and fraudulent loans. Tessa Bennett has the story for us. Tessa, how did this security breach happen?
Manisa, CBC's report indicates this is an ongoing issue, and no single source seems to have been identified as responsible. But hackers are allegedly using the dark web to sell the stolen data, something experts say is unfortunately a common occurrence. CBC's The Fifth Estate has released a new report that's shedding light on a massive data breach that stems from British Columbia's Interior Health Authority. A nurse from Fernie, BC was arrested in connection with an Alberta-based tax fraud scheme in 2022, only to learn it was actually someone who had stolen her identity that was involved in the alleged crimes. She told The Fifth Estate she had been trying for years to understand how her identity had been stolen, saying she was still nervous about her Canada Revenue Agency account being hacked again. Someone had hacked her CRA account back in 2020 and subsequently filed a fraudulent tax return using her personal credentials. The hacker reportedly filed the claim falsely using the firm H&R Block, saying they had been designated as her authorized representative, which is reportedly untrue. According to CBC, H&R Block has not addressed how imposters were able to use their offices to process the false tax returns and hack into CRA accounts.
These type of breaches are unfortunately very common and happen on a fairly regular basis. Many times they happen because of poor IT or cybersecurity practices in large companies or government agencies. This can be a lack of oversight or improperly configured systems and software.
It was later discovered this was not an isolated incident. A large data breach of employee information from BC's Interior Health Authority was being used for fraudulent activities. The breach contained a wealth of personal information, including home addresses and social insurance numbers, impacting more than 28,000 people who were employed by the BC Interior Health Authority between 2003 and 2009.
Oftentimes this information is stolen and sold on what we call the dark web, or a part of the internet that is not easily accessible to the average user. Think of it as a marketplace for criminal activity. This happens quite regularly with credit card information and bank information and personal information that is stolen in attacks like this.
Back in 2024, CBC reported that the CRA discovered hackers had obtained confidential data by using the same H&R Block front, gaining unauthorized access into hundreds of Canadians' personal CRA accounts, changing direct deposit information, and submitting false return claims. According to the Government of Canada's website, the CRA employs a robust, multi-layered security framework designed to safeguard sensitive data and maintain the trust of Canadians, which begs the question, how do these major breaches of personal data keep happening?
For large organizations and government agencies, it really comes down to implementing good IT and cybersecurity best practices. These recommendations have been around for decades and are still very good at making it more difficult for a cyber criminal or a hostile actor from causing trouble on these networks. It's not foolproof, but it raises the bar and makes it more difficult.
While cyber experts say government agencies employ efficient security measures to prevent data leaks, individuals are still encouraged to engage in safe online practices of their own and should report anything that could be considered suspicious activity on email accounts and financial statements.